Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Ask an Actuary. I'm joined today by Andrew Taggart, one of our consulting actuaries here at Odyssey Advisors. Today, we've got an interesting topic lined up for you. We're going to talk about non-discrimination testing and family attribution. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for joining me today.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
So, to kick things off, let's start with some basics. What exactly is family attribution in the context of non-discrimination testing?
All right, so family attribution refers to the fact that HCEs or highly compensated employee statuses can be attributed to individuals who don't necessarily meet the compensation or ownership requirements that you would normally need to be considered an HCE. In 2024, normally you'd have to make over $155,000 or own over 5%.
Got it. So it's about connecting family members under like the HC umbrella, even if they wouldn't normally be there. So how exactly does the family attribution work and who does it affect?
Right. So family attribution in general works more vertically on your family tree. So it would go, for instance, down the family tree to a child of an owner. That would be considered an HCE, even if, say, they're making only $10 an hour or something like that. The attribution also goes up the family tree all the way up to grandparents. So that would include parents, and then, like I said, it goes down to children. This also affects horizontally just spouses of the owners. Some family members that aren't affected, notably, would be like siblings of owners, grandchildren, or in-laws.
Okay, so it's not just anyone's in the family tree, but definitely specific relationships. So you kind of have to watch out for that. What are some common situations you run into where family attribution becomes important?
Right. So by far and away, the most common situation we get is that we have an owner or a group of owners that have a retirement plan. And we've worked out the non-discrimination testing so that these owners or some of the HCEs are usually older and they have quite a few younger, non-highly compensated employees. Then without letting us know, one of the owners will hire their kid for a summer job during college or something like that. And since they're only paying them $10 or $15 an hour, they don't think it's a big deal because they're not highly compensated. But when we get to the end of the year and we run the testing, they end up failing because of the family attribution, causing them to be considered an HCE. And in order to pass, they now have to either contribute a lot more money to the non-HCEs, or they have to forego the HCE benefits altogether. Another situation I've come across was a family-owned company where there were several siblings that owned the company, and then they had their children working for them in the company. And one year they needed to pass testing, they had to increase the benefits of a handful, or one or two non-HCEs. And thanks to the rules around family attribution, we could direct some of the extra funds that needed to be paid to the son-in-law of one of the owners, since he wasn't considered an HCE, even though the daughter who also worked there was. So that allowed them to stay within the rules while still benefiting their family members.
Makes sense. Those are great examples of how it can definitely impact your business, even unintentionally. I feel like I wouldn't think about those things either. Thanks for sharing those, Andrew. It definitely shows how important it is that businesses need to keep that on their radar for family hires.
Absolutely. It's all about, just being aware of how the rules work, and so you don't run into surprises, and being in contact with your actuary when you decide to make some choices like that involving your family.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for talking about that today, Andrew. I really appreciate it.
Oh, happy to help. Thanks for having me.
So that's a wrap for today. Anyone who's tuning in right now, thank you for hopping on and watching these videos. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like to see in future episodes, or if you have a question about one of the topics that we've already covered and wanted some further clarification on that, definitely drop us a comment or send us a message. We'll get back to you, and we'll see you next time on Ask an Actuary.